emails, everybody. I'm your host, Jeff.
Hi, I'm Josh, and in 1 second you're going to hear a cat fighting with a tissue box.
Oh no.
It's fine. He can do whatever he wants, because he's getting a friend tomorrow.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for his friend.
He's coming over here now. He thinks I'm talking to him.
This is the podcast where we read your emails and respond to them, and I do funny voices.
That's my favorite part, is the voices.
I'm gonna come back to our first email because my throat hurts.
Sure. We can do whatever we want. It's our show.
Our second email is from Phantom Thief Goofus.
The Goofus.
Love that Goofus. It's titled Space Mont Blanc.
Like that guy from Friends?
Yeah, Joey LeBlanc. Ahoy, Trek boys. How are you doing?
Good.
I'm alright. My throat hurts a little bit.
Watching Friends.
Hopefully this subspace transmission finds you well. I was talking to one of my cool crime friends the other day, and we were talking about why the government and society sucked so hard in the 21st century. He blamed it on the internet, but not in the way that you think. Wow, how the fuck do you know what I think, Goofus?
Yeah, what's the way that we think?
Yeah, tell me. Well, wait. Write another email.
See you next week.
He proposed that with the advent of the internet, that the world sped up way too fast for the old people to keep up, and thus they were left in the dust.
That's exactly what we think.
When the age wars came. What do you think?
That's exactly what we think. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Boomers are... Never before, and I don't know, this is a totally subjective thing, but I think never before has there been a gap in the age, like, generations. And that's, I think, two things, is technology and social changes. And both of those things could feed into one another, and they could be the same thing.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely, like, a recursive link between those two things.
Yes. But I think, like, for argument's sake, let's say that, like, you could separate them. Definitely technology fucked with old people. It broke them. They don't know how to deal with it.
And it's not just, like, old people either. Like, my brother is 6 years older than me, and he doesn't know how the fuck to use a computer. Maybe
it's not, like, age so much as it's like a certain type of person, right?
That's
like
true. There are people younger than me who like refuse to get a smartphone and shit.
It's crazy.
Like, why would you not want the entirety of human intelligence, everything we've ever learned throughout all time at your fingertips?
I don't understand. I've had to, like, I talked to my grandmother. My grandmother's like real like old and like crotchety, and she like is like, nobody knows how to spell anything, and I'm always like, well, it's because they learn how to spell something, but then they like forget because there's so much information that they're dealing with, right? Like,
yeah,
they're looking up in an online phone dictionary how to spell stuff, but then like it's a RAM problem. We don't have enough RAM. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that, and I also think it's because it's not important anymore.
Right.
Stuff fixes your spelling for you.
Right.
Like, ask your grandma if she knows how to fucking start a fire with twigs. She doesn't, because it's completely unnecessary.
Right, because you don't use twigs. That's smart. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man.
Like, we've gotten to a point where spelling is something that can be taken care of for us. And whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing has a lot to do with what type of person you are.
Right. My grandmother doesn't know how to put a saddle on a horse, right? But she could drive a car. Like, why would you know how to put a saddle on a horse?
Exactly. Like, does your grandma know how to make arrowheads? No, she doesn't need to.
Because you can buy chicken in a supermarket.
Yeah. His friend did also call the internet the second printing press, which is probably a pretty apt comparison.
It might be more important than the printing press.
Because the world changed in a way that has only ever... like, the only thing you can even compare it to is the beginning of, like, printed type.
I don't even know if you can compare it. Because there was still a large portion of a population who couldn't read.
That's true.
For like 100 years, like after the printing press, like hundreds of years even.
Fuck you, Gutenberg.
Yeah.
The new hero is Al Gore, inventor of internet.
Celebrate good times. Come on. I will.
This stopped being about Star Trek. Sorry about that.
It is. It's all connected.
Would you watch a full Netflix special of Data's stand-up? I would. He most likely wouldn't turn out to be a huge piece of shit like that Louis C.K. guy.
Is it better than Ken Jeong's first special?
Yes. You could at least laugh at how bad Data is at joke delivery. He does his, like, Joe Piscopo voice.
Oh, God.
Like,
Yeah.
he goes, like, straight up, like, a Klingon, a nun, and a Ferengi walk into a bar.
It's so, like, stupid, dumb comedian stereotype.
Yeah, I'd watch the stand. I would watch anything Data ever did.
I mean, you'd have to watch it. What, are you gonna not watch it?
I love Data.
I mean, who's gonna be like, Netflix released a Data stand-up special, and people are like, nah.
You know who wouldn't watch it? Brent Spiner.
Nah, yeah.
That dude fucking hates Star Trek now.
It's so weird. I mean, it makes sense, right?
I mean, he didn't give a fuck about Star Trek before he started working on it, and now it's his whole life, you know?
Yeah, but also, like,
He doesn't have to be a giant dick about it.
Yeah. Hey, stop fucking with this thing.
His cat's fucking with this thing.
Can't even have tissues because cats fucking fight the tissue box.
His cat's fucking with this thing. Hold on.
He's done. All right.
Goofus finishes his email by saying, "See you around, Trek boys. Phantom Thief, FTG Goofus.
Oh yeah.
Founder and CEO of Cool Crimes Inc. P.S.
Love those crimes.
P.S. I'm about to steal your hearts, wink."
What?
But for real, keep an eye on the Gambler's Nebula, the largest casino on this side of the Gamma Quadrant.
He's doing another ad.
This dude is he's gonna hit the Gambler's Nebula. Like, he's about to Phantom Thief ass some Gambler's Nebula. It's a whole nebula for gambling.
That's a lot of gambling.
It's a
Nebulas
lot.
are pretty big. Nebulae. Nebulae.
Our next email is from Captain Drac,
Oh, fuck.
and it is titled Owner of a Lonely Drac. Owner
Cool
of a
song.
lonely Drac.
Can you name who does that song, Jeff?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
No, but can you name who does it?
I am.
No, that's not it. It's yes.
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 Yes. The name of the band is Yes. The Who's on First gag, everybody.
We did it. Insert audience clap. I'm not going to remember that.
Okay, here's Drac's email. Hey, Federation, duty heads.
Damn, he's not sounding hot. Is he sick?
Drac here.
Oh, jeez. He got broken up with.
You think you know somebody, man. Everything was going so great. I was the bane of his existence, and he mine.
Yeah.
Then, just as it starts to get serious, you know, showdown in a volcano serious. He puts his hands on my shoulders, stares into my eyes with furrowed brow, so I know it hurts him as much as it hurts me.
Damn, this is sad.
And he says, I put my hand on your shoulders and stare into your eyes with furrowed brow, so you know this will hurt me as much as it does you. I think
Damn.
we need to fight other people.
Oh, fuck. This is like the worst breakup in Klingon history.
This is breaking my fucking heart, dude.
Owner of 2 broken hearts. Like, good thing they have 2 of them, like they're dicks.
Oh, man. He's lucky.
Yeah.
Then he flies off to go and 70s LSD trip laser fight some Satans on Megas 2.
Damn.
Anyway,
The
do
fight
you mind
Satan.
do you mind if I crash? Hang out here for a while?
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't bother answering. I'm already
Okay.
on my way.
All right.
Satellite M rumbles, alarms wailing. Warning. Hull breach detected in Cargo Bay 4.
You can just
Warning.
use the door. You don't have to cut through the hull. We need that wall. It keeps space out.
I'll wring your scrawny necks later, boys. That is, if I don't choke myself with all this comfort ice cream you keeping in Cargo Bay 4. How
We live in
thoughtful.
Cargo Day. That's our ice cream bay.
That's all ice cream all the time.
We even have the cool, like, astronaut ice cream that's, like, really funny to have because it's not real ice cream.
Yeah, it's called Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future.
This episode brought to you by Dippin' Dots. Do you ever want dots in your ice cream for some reason?
Dude, Dippin' Dots is good.
I've never had... I mean, I love Dippin' Dots. This episode brought to you by them.
It's signed Captain Drac inside a crate of cookies and cream, Satellite M.
That's a delicious... That's my personal fucking... General Martok gave me that cookies and cream ice cream. My favorite.
Damn, it did have a picture of Josh's smiling face on it, and you fucking ate it anyway. And then it cuts back to your smiling face on the empty thing and its big frown instead.
It transitions to my real face frowning.
It's actually really difficult to do Drac's voice and be sullen. So I hope you all
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
He's very boisterous. Boisterous. That's the right word, right?
Yeah, boisterous.
Boisterous. There it
Boisterous.
is. We got there.
Our next email is from Parrot Mancer,
Who's that?
who says, "Hey Trek individuals,
Hello, Parrot Mancer.
the magic man of parrots, Parrot Mancer. I just have a quick peyote for you.
Oh shit.
DS9. Bashir and Dax return to the planet where they created a vaccine for a Dominion punishment plague 30 years later, only to find a group of citizens who have rallied an anti-vaxxer movement.
Oh my god.
They just spend the whole episode yelling at these people for being so fucking stupid. B-plot, Odo sees Worf without pants and goes on a journey to find out how many dicks all the races have so he can pick the average number.
Hey, that's my job on the satellite.
Keep on trekking, Parrot Mancer. P.S. I don't feel good about any of this, so sorry?
I mean, I would not pitch it because I don't want to watch anti-vax bullshit.
I mean, if the whole episode was the anti-vaxxers
I know-
like dying out because they're so fucking stupid,
yeah.
then yes.
I like the part. Yeah, I like that it's not them. It's not like for that, right? I get that, but like, it's too soon.
It's too close to home.
It's
too topical.
Yeah.
Thanks for that email, though, Parrot Mancer. We didn't feel good about any of it either.
Nope.
Our next email is from Charles, aka Bart.
Charles in charge.
It's entitled, "You didn't read my last one, so I've laced this email with just a pinch of peyote."
Why didn't we read it? Was it too late? Was it too
I
late?
think it came in too late.
Oh, okay.
And if it didn't, fuck you, it did now. It's on the record.
That's how it works.
Good morning from Federation Space. Since last time my Romulan captors have been blown out of the sky by the good crew of the USS Bonaventure, but before I catch you up fully, here's a hand-turned, fire-roasted kettle style pitch it or ditch it.
I like how the picture ditch it becomes before the debriefing about this major battle.
I mean, we are just two ensigns, so I guess it doesn't really matter how late we learn this shit.
I'll relay it to the proper authorities.
DS9 Season 6. The Defiant finds a 200-year-old Klingon shuttle adrift with one warrior on board clutching a cloth bundle with a strange symbol on it.
Oh shit.
Back on the station, they show it
love
to
it.
General Martok, who immediately snatches it and leaves on the Rataran. Martok announces over the ship's intercom what their mission is. The package contains a weapon from a species that was killed off by the Klingons, and it needs to go to a vault on Kronos, where it could be stored with other relics from species who fought to the last man.
Whoa.
If the weapon were destroyed, then they would forget an honorable opponent, and Martok refuses to let that happen.
Yeah, he loves ice cream.
What?
He gave me that ice cream.
Josh, let the ice cream go.
The fucking guy ate it all.
It's gone. Let the ice cream go.
No!
He better not get into my
Nah!
fucking orange swirl, is all I'm saying.
I mean, he did, dude. He's gonna eat all that shit.
Oh no. I've been
Yeah.
saving that for a rainy
Yeah.
day in space.
Welcome to my world.
They fend off two Dominion ships before crossing into Klingon space safely. The episode ends at the homeworld where Martok gives the weapon to a Gowron. To a Gowron? I guess that was a mistake. Gives the weapon to Gowron, who carries it down to a vault lined with swords, guns, phasers, and knives of 100 worlds.
Cool. What is it?
He doesn't tell us.
Ooh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna pitch that. It sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome. I'm gonna pitch it too.
It needs a
Twist.
twist. Yeah.
What's the item?
Yeah, the item needs to be like I don't know, like something.
Is there a race in Enterprise that they meet that doesn't show up in anything else?
It could be like Alachi. The Alachi are pretty weird. I'm trying to think of like a proper like Predator 2 ending, right? Where
Do
it's
you
like
ever,
a musket, you know?
Do you ever do you ever see the Denobulans outside of Enterprise?
No, they're like new to Enterprise, but they're not. Could be something like that. It's got to be something else though, like maybe some Herc shit. Would be cool if it was Herc,
That'd be cool.
which they're bugs.
I
now,
love the
did you
movie
know that?
Hercules.
I love the Hercules show.
Hercules: The Legendary Journeys.
Yeah, starring Crazy Man.
I was watching Andromeda the other day. My advice is
Yeah.
don't watch Andromeda any day.
I watched it once when it was on Sci-Fi, and I was like, nah.
That show is like a really great premise because Gene Roddenberry made the premise.
Yeah.
And everything else about it is god awful because Gene Roddenberry had no hand in any of it.
Didn't his son have something to do with it?
His Madrigal Barrett is the one who was the executive producer of it. I don't know if his son did anything to it or not.
Maybe. I don't know.
But like the premise of that show is great. It's like the Federation, like a great Federation captain gets like he goes through a time portal pretty much, and he ends up in the far-flung future where the Federation has been obliterated by its enemies, and then he starts trying to rebuild the Federation.
Is it a Star Trek thing?
It's like not the real Federation. It's called like the Coalition of Planets or something.
Yeah, right.
The Commonwealth is what it's called.
Okay.
And he's basically trying to like rebuild their
That's a
version of the
great
Federation.
premise. Pitch it.
The show itself is god fucking awful because
Yeah,
it's like Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, but not fun at all.
Yeah. And what's his name isn't in it at all?
Aeolus.
Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah, Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell's only in Hercules a couple times, but those are the best episodes.
He is great in
I
everything.
love that guy.
Yeah.
He continues. This is going to be my last email for a while, so I should set the record straight. I'm not just an escapee from Rora Penthe.
What the fuck, dude?
Rips off fake beard.
What the fuck?
I'm Starfleet Intelligence. The Klingons imprisoned their lead starship designer on the penal colony, and Starfleet sent their best and brightest to get him out.
Damn, this guy's hard as fuck, dude.
Now I'm back on a Federation vessel with a full copy of the blueprints for the Klingons' new cruisers. Time for me to take a well-deserved vacation. I think I'll go to Ryza and enjoy another juicy episode of M-Class Podcast.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna enjoy a lot more juicy episodes of other things, like a butt.
Juicy butt episodes.
Hey, who's got the biggest butt on Rise? That would be my first question.
That's your Starfleet intelligent mission. Find out who's got the biggest butt on Ryza.
Can you, is there like a list of butts I could look at just for reference?
Yours in the fleet, Agent C. Bartlett, Starfleet Intelligence on board USS Bonaventure.
Thank you.
That's
Well, I hope you-
that's my real action hero voice, not my goofy action hero voice.
That one's good. That was also good. I hope you come back. I
Yeah,
want more
please write
emails.
more. I want more fucking like crazy Starfleet Intelligence adventures. That sounds awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Our next email is from Yakub.
Oh yeah, Jacob.
Yakub.
Jacob.
I'm sorry, Yakub. I shouldn't have done that. It's titled "Come One, Come All, See the Amazing Trek Boys."
Hey, that's us in the circus. This way to the egress.
Patreon.com/mclasspodcast, $1, yada yada yada. You know the drill.
Nice.
I present you a half-serious pitch it titled "Customs" with a Q, not a C.
Oh God, it's gonna be with a Q in it.
Set in the late TNG seasons.
Oh Jesus.
Q is having tea with Picard in the ready room?
Why?
What? He recalls crewman traditions he observed during his visits to the Enterprise. He
I like
saw-
how he just shows up for tea. It would be okay. I'm gonna punch it up on the fly. Sorry to cut you off, Jeff.
Go for it.
It would be funny if Picard was drinking tea and Q pops in already drinking tea, and Picard's like, oh God, like, you know, he's like, Q, what are you doing here?
What are you doing now?
Yeah, what are you doing here, Q? And he's like, oh, we're having tea. Like he just doesn't care. That'd be fun.
Perfect. A perfect pitch up. He saw Worf do Klingon meditation many times. Keiko often demonstrates the Japanese tea ceremony. Data once assisted Pulaski in recreating a cafe from Krakow on the holodeck so she could celebrate the yearly Polish tradition of Fat Thursday. O'Brien wears green on St. Patrick's Day and teaches fellow engineers Irish hoedowns.
Oh, Jesus. I thought there already was one when they put all those Irish people on the
That's
fucking
right. I bet
cargo
O'Brien was just fucking face palming the whole time, like, oh my god.
Oh, Tallulah.
I'm not this type of Irish, everybody, I promise. Q is perplexed by this behavior. Mon Capitan, if you enjoy your tea so much, why don't you drink it all the time?
Yeah,
if the
right.
good doctor enjoys her Fat Thursday donuts, why doesn't she just replicate a whole plate of them every day? He
Yeah.
confronts Picard. The captain explains that the ceremony and scarcity is part of the appeal. Q doesn't grasp this concept well. Picard points out their confrontations on the Enterprise have also become sort of a tradition. Q considers this and asks, what comes next in the ritual, then? Picard, with a smirk, replies, I suppose now that you've learned your lesson for today, I have to order you off the ship. Farewell. This is like a children's book.
This is great.
I love it.
This is great.
I want to, like, illustrate this children's book, Yakub.
I think it would be awesome if he went and like kept popping in to all these people doing these things or doing like certain things. Like they all don't happen at once, right?
Yeah.
But maybe he's cute, so he can just travel through time or whatever, right?
I'm seeing, like, his, like, little watercolor face with, like, 2 dot eyes, like, popping up from the ceiling.
Oh my
and, like,
God.
little, like, cute Worf is doing his meditation with candles
Holy
around him in a
shit.
batleth.
It would work so well as a children's book.
Oh, man, I want it now.
Fuck,
I'm gonna
dude.
super pitch that.
You have
That's
to like
great.
steal it from
Sorry, Yakub, shouldn't have sent this in.
who can draw.
Written by Josh Henderson, illustrated by Jeff Pennington.
Asterisk not written by Yakub.
Yours filled with rose petal jam, deep fried and covered in frosting with orange rind. Ensign of dough, Yakub of the USS Ponchek King.
Nice. That was great. That was a good one. We won't
I
steal it. We're not
loved
gonna
it.
steal it. We're not gonna steal it, but it is awesome.
Maybe you're not gonna steal it. Our next email is from Tapan, and it is literally a PDF of a photo of a piece of stationery that is
Okay.
handwritten,
All
and it
right.
says "From the desk of Tapan" at the top of the stationery.
That took a lot of work.
This is fucking hilarious. This is from the desk of Tapan, Tapan's radio program, and then it has Hoteen's morning flyby crossed out, and then
Like
USS
letterhead. It
Tapan's
has like its own letterhead.
yeah. Weekly report. Overall, I find your morning show a satisfying addition to our programming.
Oh, that's right. We're on morning show.
Oh yeah, that's part of the lore now. The omission of Crusher has been especially relieving. However, I would appreciate it if Ensign Henderson would discontinue bringing his Starfleet research materials into the studio.
They're my
Mo
dildos.
Latinum. Mo Latinum seems to enjoy the videos, but they are distracting him from his job.
Not
I
a lot
sa-
of umox in those, though. And, well,
There's some Umox.
I mean, there's some jizz gets in there.
Oh man. Double Umox then.
Umox.
I sampled one of the videos myself and would like to discuss it further with you at another time.
Okay.
Points of discussion. Was coitus the principal form of payment on Earth? Of the scenes I viewed, most ended in impregnation. Please explain.
What?
For such a violent people, your sexual behavior is quite tame. No one involved ever appeared to be maimed. I did not witness a single broken bone. Fascinating.
Yeah, it sort of ruins the mood.
I believe your show would benefit from a new segment. Please provide 3 options and we will discuss them at our next meeting.
Oh god, we're getting like homework.
Signed, Tapan, host of Tapan's radio program and Hoteen's Morning Flyby featuring, and then Hoteen and his Targpak Au are is crossed out at the bottom. And there is
gone.
a little margin note on the right that is written in Vulcan.
Oh, what does it say?
I
Do you
wish
know?
I knew.
We need to get to Poppy.
Tapapi could come in here and do some
Tapapi knows
Vulcan
how to
for
do
us. I think she's just She's like Topolpi now or something.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Our next email is entitled "Assistance Required."
Oh my god, we're getting fucking. It's a barrage tonight of characters.
This is sent using GorillaMail.com.
Wow.
He fouls plus F11DA56FJUR0 at
This is
GorillaMail.com.
codes. This is fucking codes. We're reading codes again.
No.
Yeah, you just read it.
No.
Jeff!
Dude, I can't go through this again, Josh. I cannot get court-martialed again, Josh.
I hate getting court-martialed.
Josh said it. Josh said it, everybody.
They know. They have, like... Alright, I said it.
Fuck you, Josh.
They got ice cream in prison, dude. I'm going there.
Oh, I guess they got more ice cream than we got now.
Exactly.
Fucking Drac.
Yeah.
We have been monitoring your communications, and we know that you are the last people a certain former sub-commander contacted.
Oh, Jesus fucking
Please
Christ.
tell us where we can find Shitteen. We mean Hoteen.
Wow, they're fucking dunking on their own dude.
Oh my god. No, we will not delete the original mistake because it wasn't a mistake. Shitteen sucks.
Damn, these guys are cool.
Shitteen is not responding to our messages. Do not tell us he is on Ryza. We know he is no longer there.
I would have also accepted Blow Team.
Oh, damn. That's really good. We thought you should know that there is a microfracture in your satellite's plasma storage.
Who
It
did
would be a
that?
shame for that to ignite.
Why don't you just call the repair guy? We're not like engineers. I don't know how to fix that.
Oh, yeah, we probably should have brought an engineer on, huh? Oh, well.
It'll fix itself or not.
Please help us in avoiding an intergalactic incident and tell us where we can find Shitteen. Signed, none of your business. Where is Hoteen? I don't know. I don't know where Hoteen is.
If he's not on Ryza, I don't know. With Becky, what was her name? Becky or Karen? Karen. It was Karen, right?
I think it was Karen.
I mean, who the fuck knows where that dude is? He went through some crazy ups and downs.
Dude, if he's not on Ryza,
Yeah. He could
he
be
was like
here.
real mad about Karen before.
Where's Karen from? Ryza?
So he could be here. You're right.
He could be
Computer,
here.
scan for Hoteen. Oh yeah, I forgot we turned that off. There's
Yeah,
no
we-
voice to talk anymore.
Yeah, we got weirded out about the Alexa. We didn't want it hearing us talk about stuff.
Yeah. It kept, like, every time I went to Google something, there were advertisements for dildos because Josh had said something near it.
I mean, that's part of my work, so, you know, whatever. Those are just my work props.
It's just, I need them for my science.
I stacked a bunch of them up next to that plasma whatever. Hopefully that takes care of it.
I've heard, like, a weird rubbery sucking sound for a while now, so I imagine
Yeah.
it's all taken care of.
I put, like, one of the more grippy ones on it, so it, like, stays, so...
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck Hoteen is, dude. Maybe you should say please next time.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even tell you if I did know. That guy could be living his sweet life of Zack and Cody up on some other planet.
Man, if only I could live the sweet life of Zack and Cody.
If only all of us could live the sweet life of Zack and or Cody.
Our next email, fuck you Romulans, is
Nice.
from Ike.
I like Ike.
And it's entitled, Jeff, quit looking for a title. I can't think of one.
Whoops.
I looked, I'm sorry.
There it was, though. He did it. He came through.
Dear Jeff and Josh and all the Trek boys at home, hello there.
Hi.
Howdy. There have been a lot of fan-created characters written into this show. Most of them were created in the M-Class Discord, and you can get access to that Discord for as low as $1 over at patreon.com/mclasspodcast.
Man, it's like we don't even have to do commercials anymore. This is great.
If you had to pick a series for some of those original characters to appear in as one-off guests or recurring characters, which would it be?
I think
And he's
all of them
listed
would...
these characters for us.
Okay, what's the list? I think I remember them all, but...
Tapon is the first one.
Yeah.
He's the classic. He's the OG. I love
It's
Tapon.
Tapon, yeah.
Where would you put Tapon, Josh?
I think all of them fit in TOS.
Oh, yeah.
I think Hoteen especially is TOS as fuck, dude.
It's true.
Drac, TOS. He
Drac-
could be TNG. He's just like fun. Like he could be fun, you know.
Like Drac is like not a part of the Klingon military. He's not a part of the Federation or the Klingons. He's just like an action captain out there on the edge.
He could be like a TOS or a TNG. Like they every now and then they run into like a funny Klingon. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like one where they're like, this guy's all right. You know.
He'd actually work really great in TOS as like the first window into the fact that Klingons aren't all completely evil.
Yeah, that
Like
would be.
he
that
shows
would work.
up and they're like super on edge because all the Klingons are here.
Right, but he's like real in the party, dude. He's like a party down guy.
He's like a space pirate almost.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we thought you were with like the Klingon military, and they don't trust him, but
Right.
like something happens and he helps them solve
helps
the
them.
problem.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe the Klingons aren't all bad after
Aren't
all.
so bad. And then he goes, I'll cut your mother's tits off.
I'll cut your tits off later, Kirk.
And you're like, that's my Klingons.
That's Drac.
Just a Drac living in space with nothing to do but fighting space stuff.
I would love for T'Pon to meet the Vulcan from Deep Space Nine that like sells weapons.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that debate.
Vulcan.
Yeah, she's hot, but like I would
Yeah.
love that debate. Like this is highly illogical.
And she would be like, whatever.
This is completely logical, and I'll show you why.
It's just like, it's just a never-ending cycle of logic bullshit.
Hoteen could fit into TNG as well. There's a lot of
Yeah.
like Romulan subterfuge in TNG.
Yeah, he would be good in TNG.
Space Danger is like, I feel like the more serious of a show you put Space Danger in, the better he is.
Yeah. Like, well,
'Cause
they kind of do that in TNG with that, like, Han Solo guy, right?
That's
like,
true, except he sucks.
He does suck.
Like, I want Space Danger in, like, the Dominion War in Deep Space Nine, like, where people are dying on the battlefield.
What if
he
you
just
make
fucking,
him,
like,
super gritty, right? Like, he's like, oh, man.
like, he just swoops in and he's, like, 1940s serial as fuck. He's like, it is I, Crash Space Danger.
He's black and white.
He's, did you know Crash Space Danger is an Andorian?
I didn't know that.
I don't think that's ever been mentioned in any of his emails. It's I've seen like people in the Discord talk about him, and he's an Andorian.
Okay, so he's blue and white.
Yeah.
Literally.
Kathy is apparently the name of the lady Hoteen
Oh, it's
was into.
Kathy. Sorry, Kathy.
Kathy's got to be like a TNG thing, right? Like the secret agent on Ryza that's pretending to be.
Hey, they do that in Enterprise.
She could be in Enterprise.
They
That'd be
do it in-
great.
Yeah.
What about Scopes McGee?
Oh my God.
Scoops McGee is like
Scoops McGee.
he's like Jake Sisko's rival. Jake Sisko's like, I'm starting a Federation newspaper, and he's like, I'm gonna scoop you, kid.
He's also a kid. He's like a 17-year-old kid.
I'm
Why do you
gonna
talk like that?
I'm gonna deli up a whopper of a story, kid. You just wait and see.
I have an incurable space disease that makes me talk like this. Thanks for bringing it up, Jake.
I traveled back to the past, and I really liked the cut of the jib. What about Mo Latinum?
Mo Latinum could be in any of them, but I guess he has to be post TNG, right?
I would love Quark to have to deal with the
Mo
wheelings and
Latinum.
dealings of Mo Latinum.
Yeah, I
I
would
just
love
picture
that.
Mo Latinum with like $sign sunglasses.
Yo, fuck,
at all
they're
times.
gold. Yeah, they're Latinum sunglasses. Yeah,
And he's
fuck
got like
yeah.
an actual brick of Latinum hanging from his neck at all times.
It's just like a fucking brick with like a loop. Fucking
He's
cool
got like
as shit.
he's got a ton of golden rings on his
Oh, man, we
fingers
should
and like
s-
jewels in all of them.
I wish we could like make stuff like that. That would be so dope. If we could
Oh,
make
man.
Mo Latinum bling. Oh, fuck,
would be amazing.
so cool.
What are some other characters that we may be forgetting?
I think we
here?
got all of them. I don't know.
There's the escapee from Rora Penthe.
Oh
but
yeah,
he's his own story. You can't put him in.
yeah. He
anything.
is. He could be like an Enterprise. There's a lot of like weird shit like that in Enterprise.
That's true. That was a fun exercise, though.
That was
like
cool.
Anyways, I'll catch you cool cats later. And remember, listeners, if you join the Discord, Jeff hangs out there occasionally, and he's super cool. Patreon.com/mclasspodcast, $1.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Lieutenant Junior Grade Ike, Assistant Chief Engineer of the Starship Intrepid.
Nice.
Wow, Assistant Chief Engineer. We're talking to some
Getting up there.
high-ranking fellas.
Yeah. Maybe you could fix our plasma dildo.
Oh, man, that's your job, Josh.
I fixed it. I put a thing on it. It's fine.
Our next email is from Rich Masters.
Oh, fucking shit. A dick out of my ass.
I am so ready.
Suck my dick with your butt. Let's go.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's getting hot in here. It's entitled Discovery Season 3, Spock is Secretly a Buff Cat?
Oh, yeah.
Theorizing that the world was full of Anunnaki, Ensign Josh Henderson had one too many black holes and vanished. He awoke to find himself trapped on a satellite with terrible phone reception, facing fan-made characters that were not his own, and driven by an unknown force to change history for the better.
Damn.
His only guide on this journey is Jeff, an
Quantum
observer who may be part lizard, who appears in the form of a dank space weed hallucination that only Josh can see and hear. And so Henderson finds himself leaping from email to email, hoping that his
boy.
next email will have a sweet photo of a butt attached.
I think the song is like so stupid.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Quantum butt.
The show is great, and then it's not great.
Yeah,
and then
it's
it's great again, and then it gets not great again.
This is a pitch for TNG Series 8, Episode 11.
Can we
One
just-
stage closer to the book you wanted, Jeff.
Can we just say pitch it? I mean, I want to hear it, but
I'm going to pre-pitch it, for sure.
A free pitch.
Picard and Riker are on their way to the transport room as a panicking Counselor Troy joins them. Riker asks her how bad it is, and Troy confirms with a look. Very. When they arrive, Picard gives the order to beam the delegate aboard, telling his officers to prepare themselves.
Shit.
With such a serious look on their faces, it must be a political emergency or a Klingon raiding party.
Diarrhea.
But when the pattern rematerializes, it's Lwaxana Troy.
Oh, fucking, you got me.
Dude, I'm so glad I pre-pitched this one.
Yep. Yep.
Picard braces himself for an assault of innuendo, but Lwaxana respectfully nods, acknowledging him and Will before sedately greeting her daughter and making her own way to her assigned quarters.
She already knows the way. She's
The
been on the
groups-
ship 48 times.
It's true. The group stare at each other, dumbfounded.
That's
Titles.
great. That's great.
It's called Ambassador Data. Lwaxana holds a meeting in the briefing room where she reveals a newly discovered species named the Marin Shavar have started annexing large parts of bordering neutral space and aggressively forcing Federation science teams off planets.
Get out of here, scientists. Take
The
your
annex-
dildos with you.
Get out of here, Josh scientists.
Yeah, fuck you, Maranchinos.
Maraschino cherries.
Maranchinos, whatever.
The annexing doesn't contravene the terms of their new treaty, but it isn't exactly in the spirit of the agreement, and she has come to open more diplomatic channels. Picard makes a comment that the whole agreement is like a bad relationship. Realizing his mistake, he expects some sort of lewd comment from Lwaxana, but she skips past the comment and returns to her quarters.
What?
In his ready room, he asks Deanna what's going on, clearly confused, and Deanna admits she has no idea.
My mom's crazy as fuck, Captain.
You know this, Captain. You've met her.
You know this, man.
Deanna goes to see her mother, who admits that since making a fool of herself by falling for Odo and feeling heartbroken, and whichever
nice.
episode links up time-wise to this one, she's been working with a Vulcan to help get her emotions in check.
There you go.
Unfortunately, she confides to Deanna this has inadvertently cut off access to her empathic abilities and emotions completely.
What?
Deanna is horrified, counting this as another reckless action by her impulsive mother and an action akin to self-mutilation.
Whoa.
But Lwaxana cuts a piteous figure, almost robotic in her reactions.
Damn, dude. Oh, I know
Beverly-
what's gonna happen. I bet you I know what's gonna happen.
You want to call it ahead of time?
Yeah, Katra.
Oh,
Katra gonna
shit.
be in there. They're gonna be a Katra in there.
You heard it here, folks.
I'm
Beverly
usually pretty good at this.
Crusher checks the ambassador over and confirms the temporary cutting off to her empathic powers. Loaxana says it shouldn't matter, that she is still the top Federation diplomat, and that she can deal with the Marin Shavar.
They're in chinos.
Picard is unconvinced, but she is the only available diplomat at this short notice, and she has established successes with the Marin Shavar in the past. They'll only deal with her.
Fuck, these guys suck.
Arriving in Marin Shavar space, Loaxana beams over the ship with Picard and Troy, but they take her new emotionless state as an attempt at mockery and beam her back to the Enterprise.
Get
It's
this
clear-
bitch out of here.
This bitch too cold!
This bitch is not even talking.
It's clear now that Loaxana's skills as a diplomat were always tied to her empathic ability, and she has a problem. She must relearn how to assess people without access to emotion. Cue Commander Data, who is assigned to Loaxana as an expert in diplomacy without emotion. He protests, explaining that he isn't at all as suitable, as he has not mastered the skill for himself, especially with his new emotion chip.
Yeah, it's making him do crazy shit.
But Picard insists,
Okay.
explaining he's the best they have. Data invites Loaxana to a poker game, coaching her to guess the emotions of her fellow players.
Nice, I like this a lot.
She bluntly points out Geordi's tell due to his softness, Riker's lying eyes, and Deanna's lack of ability to bluff because of her emotional fragility.
Damn, this bitch is fucking hard.
She's fucking cutting with a knife
I
today.
love you, Loaxana, Troy.
Being even more irritating to the crew when she is without emotion, Riker suggests Data find another way to help
This
her.
is so good.
I love this so much.
This is so goddamn good.
He takes her to 10 forward and asks Guinan to help her coach those in need. But after escalating a row between two arguing traitors and causing a bar fight, Data quickly ushers her away.
And we get a fucking bar fight. Oh, man.
Picard walks into the holodeck where Data has prepared programs of the captain's old diplomatic meetings. Picard calls Data to one side and asks him what he's doing. Data explains that it's been a useful tool, and that she has already identified 42 errors in Picard's style that could have been corrected.
Jesus Christ.
Picard leaves in a mood, telling Data he has 2 hours until the next meeting with the Marin Shavar.
Figure it out, Data.
Armed with an earpiece with a direct line to Data, Loaxana struggles during the meeting, unable to convey the right emotion to show sincerity.
Nice.
The communication starts to fail because it's Star Trek, and fearing all is lost, Data turns to his own emotion chip on, and in a show of support tells Loaxana he believes in her.
Nice.
The lovely statement triggers an outpouring in Loaxana, who is able to access her emotions and passionately fight for her corner.
Oh, I was wrong.
After the Marin Shavar are appeased, Beverly confirms that Loaxana's abilities have started to come back, and Loaxana thanks Data, suggesting that he is possibly...
I
You
did
did
not
not?
see the Data thing coming.
Oh man,
I didn't see
I thought
it.
you were right. Rich pulled the wool over our
This
eyes.
is better. This is better, I think.
Loaxana thanks Data, suggesting that he is possibly one of the most emotionally available men she has ever known.
That's, oh my god. That's perfect.
She asks him if she'd join her for dinner. A shell-shocked Data looks around for help, unsure what to do.
Dude, he's fully functional to it. He's fully functional.
I'm gonna, like, double pitch this.
That was maybe the best one.
Dude,
It's hard to
that
say,
was
but
so
that-
in the, like, voice
It
of
got it.
TNG.
Yep.
That I can't believe that's not a real episode.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was incredibly well done. Good fucking job. Also, why don't we get these episodes?
Please send this to Captain Picard so he can make these episodes.
He's the one who makes the show, right?
Yeah. He finishes out his email by saying, "My wife actually thought of this premise because she absolutely loves Loaxana.
That's
Who
great.
doesn't?"
Well, thank you, your wife, Rich Masters' wife.
Rich Master's master. Obviously, her induction to Trek is now complete. Maybe I can talk her into being a patron, winky face?
Oh, it's only $1 and you get this episode early.
Yeah, you get it a week early, and you get extra podcasts, you get audio logs, you get wallpapers, you get access to the Discord.
You get access to my special Discord called a Kiss Cord.
Kiscord.
I'm getting my lips ready.
Oh my god.
No.
I hope you like this one, T-boys. If you didn't, well, you is double dumb booties.
Why the fuck would we not? Get the fuck out of here with that
I
shit.
fucking love it. Much love, Rich, Chief Ketracel Cutter on the Karema 2. Like our slogan says, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
Are you cutting it with like bleach, or are you cutting it like cutting a line?
I guess he's cutting a line.
Yeah, It's you gotta be careful with that. I don't want to inhale no bleach.
Look,
Try and get fucked up, not fucked dead, dude.
I'm not trying to get fucked up, not fucked dead.
That's right. You heard it here.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's my new catchphrase.
Thank you so much for that email, Rich.
That's
Every
great.
time you send an email in, my heart grows 3 sizes. The doctor says it is enlarged beyond operative size. There's no operation to cure me anymore. Our next email is from Pizza Man.
Pizza Man.
It is titled, I remembered to sign off this time. He
Nice.
did not.
Oh, well then you lied. You remember to lie.
Why did you lie to me in your email, Pizza Man?
Yeah, Pizza Man, get real.
Ahoy, Trek boys. I keep forgetting to do it in person, so I had some friends just message me their ideas, so I can't guarantee that sheer 3 guys in a basement at 2 a.m. quality the last email had. But here we go. Huh? What's that on the horizon? Grab me my spyglass. Good gravy, it's Boston Sean's pitch it or ditch it.
Oh, fuck.
Hard to port, we eat well tonight. 1. Pizza day on the Enterprise, but Uhura accidentally only got pepperoni pizza.
Does she not like it?
Spock says he's not upset, but you can totally tell it is. Plot twist. It's not pizza, it's all calzones, the true pizza of the future.
What is this from Parks and Rec, where he's like loves the calzones and he wants to make a restaurant the calzone zone.
The calzone zone. Spock is a vegetarian, so he would not like pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. They have pepperoni pizza when the Enterprise is fucked up in Enterprise, and T'Pol gets a pepperoni pizza, and then Trip says, "You could pick the pepperonis off."
That's such an Earth thing to say.
It's so American. It's a super Americana.
Kirk starts watching old Earth documentaries called YouTube Pranks and starts doing his own. The crew get fed up and quit, but Kirk says, "You can't quit, you're fired." And then he fires them out the airlock.
Nice. It's like a Futurama episode.
Next, Tyler Perry is found frozen in an escape pod. Starfleet defrosts him and he creates a movie called Medea Goes to Space. Against all odds, the Romulans love it. They sign a treaty with Starfleet that allows them to attend his movie premieres.
I'm not gonna ditch that.
Ooh, this one's good. Kirk seeks to locate Neapolitan ice cream that contains only strawberry
We're
to no
doing it
avail.
again. We're doing it again. It's happening again.
It's synergy, baby. It's the zeitgeist all over again.
Now it's ice cream. It's so weird. It's fucking weird, dude.
Kirk is captured for a month and the ship runs twice as well without him. No real reason why. Everyone just started working harder.
Jesus Christ.
I don't like that one.
Jeff takes that one personally.
Kirk walks onto the bridge and everything seems fine until Spock walks in with a massive pair of tits and looks real cute.
All right.
She explains that at a certain age, Vulcans swap genders, and the only way to swap back is to have sex with a human. Spock asks Kirk to do this as she would like to be a dude again, and Kirk agrees. After they finish, Kirk rolls over to look at Spock and says, "You know, if you wanted to bang, you could have just asked. You didn't have to put balloons up your shirt."
All right. That's
I wanna
good.
pitch that
Yeah,
one.
that was funny. That's good.
I like that twist.
Yeah,
I
that's
see
good.
why it's the end of the email.
Save the best for last.
Thanks for that email, Pizza Man.
That was great.
Our next email is from Boston Sean.
Oh, it's actually Boston Sean now.
Yeah, it's entitled More Shit from Kurtzman.
Oh fuck.
Friends, Trekkies, countrymen. There are multiple records of me being optimistic about the new show about Picard.
Uh-huh.
I regret them all.
Yep.
I hear rumor that Picard plot is described as an addict and a thief.
Cool.
The Picard I know would have no part in that flim-flam lifestyle. As far as I'm concerned, there are very few exceptions. There are very few acceptable addictions left in the 23rd century.
Yeah, what's he addicted to?
1, holodecks.
Uh-huh.
2, video games.
Yep.
3, T-1000 sex. 4, starship insulation. 5, logic. 6, friendship with humans. And 7, Ketracel White.
That's only for one group of people, and they're barely people. I said it.
Oh, shit.
They are. They're like, what do they? They live for like 15 years, maybe.
No.
And they're kind of like just like disposable.
I would like to go on record by saying I condemn the previous statements by my esteemed colleague.
Fucking alphas.
Josh, you're being a real beta right now.
Oh no!
With this new development in mind, I have a couple of pitch it or ditch it's for you.
Okay.
Pitch it or ditch it. Better concepts for a Picard-centric show. Mm-hmm. The above-mentioned pilot is a Jem'Hadar who's addicted to Ketracel White. Because the show is only slotted to last about 4 seasons, we can have a show about getting older. Mm-hmm. Ensign Picard, a prequel about Picard's first ship assignment.
No prequels.
Picard is still slotted to play by Patrick Stewart.
Because he's young looking.
He's this old man Picard being like, "Hello, fellow children."
He has a skateboard.
Picard's ship crashes. Oh no. The distress beacon works though. Nothing left to do but sit at a campfire and tell ghost stories. A new one each week.
Pitch the fuck out of that one.
I would love Picard's spooky stories.
I love that one.
Have a great night, boys. Petty Transport Officer, Boston Shaw.
All those were better than what this is going to be, I'm afraid. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. I have no hope for it whatsoever.
We know. I mean, we know.
You knew what it was gonna be.
Of course.
Like, everything that came out about it was like,
Of course. They can't fucking help themselves, dude. It's pathetic. It's just fucking pathetic at this point.
Yep. Our next email is from Nicholas, and it's entitled Great Advice.
Are we getting great advice or are we giving great advice?
I think we gave some.
Oh, okay.
Trek Bios.
That's us.
So I sent through the lewd email about sexing my girlfriend and decided to heed your advice. We are getting married.
Well, that went from 0 to 60 real quick.
She felt very complimented by your positive remarks about her, though she was less than impressed with my email about all the filthy sex we had.
I told you she was not going to be into that, dummy.
Attached is a photo of us, and they look like a cute couple. I was real worried about that photo when I heard that.
Yes, I also was worried about it.
I invite you to come to the wedding, but I have no money to get you here, and I know that Josh hates to fly.
Where are you? Where does he live?
You're invited, though. It'll be in 2020 in Australia.
Okay.
You can crash here if you want. Jeff,
That's
you
what
can
I'm
be the
afraid
celebrant.
of. I don't want to fly because of that.
I get it. Jeff, you can be the celebrant as the superior officer.
What?
Love you, Lieutenant Commander Nicholas McCaskey, USS Bitches and Money.
You have to change the name of your ship.
If you're a lieutenant commander, you're way above us in rank.
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
Everybody keeps calling me captain on the Discord, even though I'm obviously an ensign.
That's fine. Go with it.
Captain Ensign.
I can't believe he's going to marry her.
That's great, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I would go, but, flying is horrifying, and you live on the other side of the earth.
You look like a cute couple. They're both wearing cool sunglasses in the photo.
You have to, because Australia is on fire.
The background, like the picture-esque background behind them is just beautiful.
It's Australia, dude.
Hopefully you guys have a long and fruitful marriage on the USS Bitches.
Do you know that I have a didgeridoo?
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know how to play it. Like
Didgeridoo you?
Didgeridoo, don't I? Yeah.
You know what? That's all the emails we had.
Oh, that was so fast.
We had a lot of shorties this time. which is good. I like shorties and longs.
We usually end on Rich Masters, but I'm glad we ended on a happy marriage. I want to know how he did it. How did he propose? Everyone wants to know that, right?
Write back in and tell us all how you proposed, how angry she got about you talking about all the lewd acts.
Let me guess. She was like, she said something to the effect of, let me try to do an Australian accent. Oh, I can't believe you did that to us. Do you really want those track boys to know? About
you want to take a second stab at that Australian accent?
I'm doing it perfectly.
You sound like Flight of the Conchords. It's a little New Zealand.
I can do New Zealand, but I can't do Australia. It sucks, dude. I can do like a pretty good New Zealand. You just gotta end everything.
I can't do Australia.
You gotta do a hard R, like the A's are a little longer, and you do it like this. You talk like upward a little bit.
A little bit at the end.
A little bit at the end. You go a little upward. Yeah, I can do that a little bit, but not. I didn't even do it very well right then because I'm on the spot. But
yeah, when you're on the spot, it's harder. Like I can do Irish and Scottish.
Yeah,
I can do like an okay English accent.
Yeah,
I can do the New York accent.
We all know New York. Everybody
could do that shit.
Dummy.
That ain't nothing.
What are you, a dummy?
You gonna tell me you can't do this accent? Come on, get at it.
It's like North Jersey now.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Yeah, well, go fuck yourself, right?
Up your nose with the rubber hose.
Sit on it and spin.
Fuck your mother's tits. What?
Whoa.
What's that one from?
Whoa, welcome back, Cotter. Hold the phone.
Welcome back, cunter.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been M-Class Emails, where your emails get read on the air. Send your emails in to mclassemail@gmail.com. And you can follow us on Twitter at mclasspodcast. And you can become a patron at patreon.com/mclasspodcast.
He's doing all the bumpers, and I'm still laughing about it. Oh, fuck.
That was literally the worst.
That was great. That's what you're getting for $1 early.
All those jokes are definitely on the Patreon. All of Josh's best material is on the Patreon.
It's like a shitty album where it's like the ice cream cover, but it's just an album now. Josh's shitty jokes.
I want that album.
It's got everything from Welcome Back, Cunter, and then it just plays me laughing at it. It's fucking like an idiot that I am.
Thank you to Captain Drac
for eating our ice cream. Don't thank him.
Okay, fuck you, Captain Drac.
He's down there living it up.
Thank you to... Okay, nobody's name is their actual email name, so I can't go through and thank you all. Thank you, everybody. Parrotmancer, Tapon, Yaku,
the Romulan
Charles,
Star Empire,
Ike, Romulan Star Empire, go fuck yourself. Rich Master, Sean,
Rich Master's
Pizza Man,
wife. Rich Master's wife,
Nicholas McCaskey.
Look at this.
And his wife.
We're doing it in his future. His fiancé.
Yeah, his fiancé.
His fiancé.
Thank you all. You guys are the lifeblood of this podcast. If you didn't write in, we couldn't do it. Yeah. So thank you very much.
I love you all.
We'll see you in 1 week for more M-Class Podcast.
Bye.
Bye-bye.